Dr. Stewart, I have to say thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to our conversation because I know you have a lot of really great insight to share, and your background. I just absolutely loved reading about your background, the awards you've received as a female leader, and so I'm very impressed, I have to say.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Now, why is leadership development so important for executives and organizations?
It's interesting, I was having this conversation. I served as a keynote speaker in Seoul, South Korea a few months ago, and I had the pleasure of meeting the author of Rick Warren. And we were talking about this same topic about, leadership development, the importance of leadership development in terms of business success. And I'll never forget, Carly, he mentioned that in order for a business to be successful, it must benefit cows. And cows is an acronym that stands for customers, owners, workers, and society. Customers, owners, workers, and society. And I believe that. And so leadership development makes that happen. It's important to have leaders who have an understanding and appreciation of all those areas in order to take their organizations to a higher level of excellence. So leadership development really benefits the individual as well as the organization. For the individual, it helps that individual develop his or her leadership acumen, their gifts, their talents, their skills. And for the organization, Carly, I always say it helps the organizations drive the three P's: performance, productivity, and profitability.
Those are very important, absolutely.
Yes,
I love how that also includes society on a whole, which individuals
yes.
tend to be a part of as well. So it's sort of a very circular, fully rounded gaze at that. One of the things we're going to touch on in our upcoming session is the shift from a manager to a strategic leader mindset. From your perspective, what is one powerful way that leaders can start making that transition?
Yes, I conduct leadership programs for C-suite executives and directors, even some middle managers. And I see in particular the middle manager director level really struggling with this. And I encourage them to think about the true role of a leader. The role
Mhm.
of a leader is to facilitate the mission and vision of the organization. The role of a leader is to define reality for their team. So oftentimes leaders will become more tactical and start doing the work. Now, the leaders have to be strategic. They have to think long term. They have to be the visionaries. It's all right to model and be a leader as teacher, but really, as a leader, you must understand and appreciate the true role of a leader. That's facilitating the mission and vision, not doing the grassroots work. You are to encourage, inspire, empower, equip your folks to do the work, but be focused on the strategic intent of your organization and the mission of your company.
I think that's going to be one of the critical things, probably, that hopefully people can take away from this session as well. Being able to make that shift from I am a manager to I am a leader, and this is what is needed of me. So I think that's probably going to be a critical thing.
It will. And I'll share insights on how to do that in a very practical, pragmatic way. What does that look like? So I'll bring in some best practices. I'm still co-authoring Harvard Business School cases. And so I'll bring in some best practices from those Harvard Business School cases so that they can understand and see what that means in a very practical, pragmatic way.
So you're the author of Revelations in Business. You've
Mhm.
written extensively about connecting profession with purpose. Now, since purpose is also at the heart of everything that we do at the SCH SBM, how do you see purpose shaping the way executives lead and they drive impact today?
I see it as the core. Purpose, understanding your purpose and your calling, it really is the foundation, Carly. It's the core. Because once you understand your purpose and your areas of calling and begin to leverage your natural skill sets and talents and abilities, that informs, again, every step of your career. It informs every endeavor. It informs how you show up in the workplace and in the marketplace. And so I see that as the foundation. That is what positions true leaders to not just succeed, but also achieve significance, and that they're leaving a positive, lasting legacy in their organizations, in their communities, in their families, in the world. So that's what I believe sets excellent leaders apart, is they are operating in their purpose and their calling. And when you are, it's as if you're getting compensated for a hobby. you love what you do. And we spend too much time at work, particularly in the Western world, and especially in our markets, not to enjoy what we do each and every
Absolutely.
day.
So true. You wanna
Yes,
be doing something that fills you with passion every single day, and if you find your
yes,
purpose, you will feel that drive and that passion. And
absolutely.
hearing you speak just now made me also think and realize that, we are talking in the context of leadership in organizations, but hearing you speak about family and community, and earlier we mentioned society, I feel as though there's going to be a lot to learn that you can apply as a leader in your community generally as well, or in other parts of your life as well.
Absolutely. In fact, in our upcoming session, I have incorporated some insights so that the leaders can begin to think about what are the implications and ramifications for me as an individual, what are some of the implications for my family, and for my broader community, for my nonprofit endeavors, for the churches that I support. So, we are holistic human beings. And so it's not just being in a silo of at work or within a company. And so I encourage leaders to think about their legacy. In fact, I've incorporated one particular slide that speaks to leaving a positive, lasting legacy. How do you ensure that you do that as a leader? Legacy, not just in the organization, but in the broader community.
I have one final question for you. I don't want to give away all of the secrets of what's going to be in the session, of course, but I do have one final question for you. What can participants expect to take away that they could apply immediately into their organizations? What could they take
Mhm.
away from our upcoming session?
I'm so excited about our upcoming session. They can expect business principles, practical tools, real life examples, and best practices that they can begin applying immediately and to have fun.
That's one of the most important things.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Stewart, thank you so much for joining us today. We're definitely looking forward to it. So thank you for spending the time with us this morning.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, Carly.